guys, how's it going? So I am now finally back in Costa Rica, back at my house, back down by the beach in the middle of the jungle, I think where I belong. It was super fun time. I had a super awesome time in Canada. Went camping for a couple of days, went to the massive water park, went to Galaxyland, saw a bunch of family. It was a super fun time, but it was time to get home and get back down to the beach and the jungle and to go on some more adventure. I'm super happy to be back with my doggies. They super duper loved their toys. Where's your toy, Malaya? Okay, well the grass is kind of overgrown right now, so I don't think I'll be able to find it, but it's a really squeaky toy and they love it. They absolutely love it. They will just squeak it all day long. First thing I'm gonna do today is head down to the beach and go for a surf. Get a good start to the day. Yes, I missed you so much. I missed you. Missed you. You did get into some trouble. Yes, I know you did. And I didn't forget about you. Oh yes, I didn't forget about you, Hunzy. Okie dokie. Just gotta wax up my board and then we will be off to the beach. Okay guys, so I'm on my way off to the beach. Hopefully there won't be too many people out, and it seems like they're working on the road. Hopefully I'm not getting sick. Like putting some tubing in or something. Okay, so it is definitely very windy. I'm trying to block that with my hands. But yeah, that's usually what happens towards the middle of the day. It gets really windy, but there are a few guys out. I see some little decent waves here and there. So we're gonna go out there and catch some. So yeah, the waves were pretty good. They were all right. That was a nice refreshing coconut to wrap up the session. And I was surprised because it's like 12. It was like 12 in the evening, and it was still like there was like 20 or 25 guys out. Usually in the middle of the day, everyone goes in for like lunch and stuff. But everyone seemed to have stayed out. Maybe the waves were all right. So I'd like to talk about two quick things. Actually, three. Make that three. First thing is there is like this bundle of banana tree plants growing right behind me, right on our property. And I'm pretty sure we planted these trees. I'm not sure how long ago. They may have just grown on their own. No, we probably planted them. I'm not sure how long ago. But I mean, they were the easiest plant to grow ever. Like, we did not have to do anything. Like, we just planted them and they just grew completely on their own. And we actually have two bundles of completely organic, completely natural, I guess all plants are natural, bananas just growing right on our yard, which is pretty cool. So once those are ripe and ready, I will show you guys them and maybe test them, comparing them to maybe banana, which you'd buy maybe at a supermarket, at the store. And check out these two papaya trees, which are growing in our yard completely on their own. Papaya trees, at least here where I live in Costa Rica, they grow so easily. Like whenever I eat a papaya, I just throw the seeds out into our yard, just throw them off into wherever, and like papaya trees just grow out of nowhere. And once these probably, it may take them a couple of months before they're like grown enough to where they will have papayas, but when that day comes, I will show you guys them and maybe do a taste test with those papayas, which are completely organic, comparing them to a papaya which I just went and bought at the supermarket. So right now my mountain bike is at the bike mechanic right now, and hopefully it'll be ready today because we're probably gonna go to town to run some other errands, do some other errands, and we might stop off at the bike place and pick it up because tomorrow 2 of my friends are, not sure both of them are going, or maybe one of them is just going, but they're going on a bike ride, and if my bike is ready, like all fixed, then I'll probably tag along and go along with them and vlog the whole thing if my bike is ready. We're gonna head over there right now and check out, see if it's ready. And it also feels so good to be home. I'm so glad to be home. Like, traveling is super fun, and I feel like when you think about traveling, it's like, oh yeah, it's gonna be super fun. And then you're traveling, and after a little while, after a couple days, you're like, okay, I've kind of had enough traveling. I kind of want to go home. I mean, it was super fun, but it's kind of just like, okay, I kind of want to be home where I can just relax. Okay, so surprisingly, he actually didn't charge me any money. He said, don't worry about it, it's free, because whenever my bike has problems, or any of our bikes have problems, I actually always come to him, so he kind of knows me because I always bring bikes here. And he didn't have to add anything. All that happened is he just had to tighten some screws on the derailleur, on the back, on the gearing on the back, and then he also tightened the brakes. So I probably will be able to go on the bike ride. That's super cool. He gave me free. And one more stop is picking up some dog food for our dogs, because they like food. Actually, they need food. All dogs seem to like food. Some chicken and brown rice, formula, good to go. And by the time I got home, it was already completely dark out. Focus. Okay. So, I still have to get used to like getting dark at like 6. I was getting really used to it getting dark at like 9, but whatever. So I'm gonna do a Q&A, because I actually haven't done one in quite a long time. I didn't do one my entire time in Canada, and I hadn't done one for a couple weeks before then. Okay, so first question from Iggy Nord. I use external hard drives for my backups. Do you? What size hard drive do you have and use? So, almost every time that I get a hard drive now, so far I always have gotten a 2 terabyte hard drive, and that usually lasts me a couple of months depending on what kind of videos I'm making. If I'm making videos where there's a lot of raw footage, then I usually go through that space a little bit quicker. Some people say that you don't really need to back up your videos. They're backed up online on YouTube once you put them up, and you can just delete your footage. Some YouTubers do that, but I think it's a good idea to back it up on like a hard drive. So if I'm in the middle of editing a video and I want to show a clip from a video that I made like 2 months ago, I don't have to go find the video and download it and stuff. I can just grab it right from the hard drive and use it. So I definitely recommend to back up your footage. Dave Marriott. So Tua, what was your favorite part of your Canadian trip? All the family are having bets on this one, lol. There's a free Subway in it for me if I win. Okay, so what was my most favorite part from the trip in Canada? Well, definitely the camping was really fun. I definitely had lots of fun chopping wood up. That was very fun. I can't really say one thing because the camping was really fun. The water park was really fun, and Galaxyland was really fun. And of course, going around Walmart, that was very fun. That was just as high as camping. So, they're kind of all a tie. Jessica Colazzo, what cameras do you use? So, what cameras do I use? That's kind of just like an ongoing thing. But at this moment, right now, I'm filming this with the G7X. Just the one, not the Mark II. And other times, sometimes I use the 70D, and other times I use the T5i. But I must say, the G7X is a very good all-around camera. Hope that answers your question. Jadalyn, how old are you? Love your videos. Thanks, and I am 14, and my birthday is on the 31st of December. Magic Cube, what tags do you use for vlogs? Are they only based on topic? So, if you're not aware of what tags are, basically when you upload a video, you put the title, the description of the video, you can put a thumbnail, and you can also tag. So like tags, which kind of will help your video maybe get searched more if people are searching for certain topics. For me, there's no real exact thing. It kind of really depends on what video I'm putting up. So kind of things, tags that are similar to what my video is about. John Mann. So what you're saying is that attending a public or private school interferes with your time of being a beach bum. I think what you mean is more like a beach tycoon. Janny Kalitz Jr. Hey Atua, what's the name of the water park? So the water park, which I went to while I was in Canada, I don't think it really had a name. It just said water park everywhere, but it was inside of the West Edmonton Mall. Willard Williams, you seem to be having a good time. Did you ever see a bear? Great videos as always. That is the one thing which I did not see, the animal that I did not see while I was in Canada. I was kind of hoping to see a bear, kind of, but not completely. I didn't really want to see a bear and then be like, I wish I didn't see the bear because it was really scary. I did see some elk, and I saw some rabbits and some squirrels, and some part of me wanted to see a bear, but the other part of me didn't really want to see a bear. But yeah, I didn't see a bear. The Rich Guy 007 //TRG 007. How did you get interested into all of this stuff? By the way, I want to say thanks for you inspiring me to start my own channel. Thank you. So I'm pretty sure you're talking about like maybe creating videos. Well, my dad has his channel, I Surf Tribe, and that's one of the reasons why I started my channel. I saw him making videos, so it inspired me to make my YouTube channel, as well as from watching other YouTubers on YouTube. And when I started, I was definitely a bit more shy than I am now on camera, but it kind of just like evolved from there. Like I just started a channel and put up a video here and there, and then at one point I started to try to make a video almost every day, and then I kind of feel like I'm getting a little sick. Hope I don't get sick. And then it kind of just went from there. Main inspiration was probably my dad, as well as just seeing other people creating interesting videos on YouTube. Bill Ryan, thanks for sharing your holiday. Did you miss the surf during your vacation away from home? My voice is very annoying. I actually did. When I got back, friend told me that while I was gone there were some epic, super awesome waves, and I was like, of course while I was gone there were epic waves. But there's gonna be more better waves. There's gonna be better waves in the future. Daniela Martinez, you should do a Q&A video. Here you go. So that's it for this Q&A. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, leave them down below. And since I got my bike fixed, I will be going on a bike ride with 2 of my friends tomorrow, which should be a pretty good time. Haven't gone on a bike ride with like a longer bike ride in a little while. So tonight I will go pack up my bag with anything that I may think I may need. And I have a positive quote. What will you achieve today? So what this quote means to me is like, if you have something that you want to achieve, maybe a goal that you want to achieve, like you have to start somewhere. So for example, let's say your goal was to do 50 pull-ups. If I told you, go do 50 pull-ups every day, you may be like, there's no way, I couldn't do 50 pull-ups. But what you could do to work towards that goal is go and do 1 push-up, maybe every day for a couple of days, and then after a couple of days, do 2 pull-ups a couple of days, every day for a couple of days, and then 3 pull-ups, and you do that for a little while, and by the time you get to 50 pull-ups, it will seem a lot easier than of just starting straight from 50 pull-ups. So you see what I mean? Like, whatever it is that you want to achieve, like, you just got to start somewhere. Even if it's like even like if your goal is this big and you just start by starting to work on a tiny, tiny little piece of that goal, you're working towards the big picture, the big goal. So that's my quote for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys tomorrow, early in the morning. Remember to do more awesome stuff. I'm so glad to be home, and bang!